G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and today I'm going to show you how to build my Fire Pagoda. And yes, I know, Fire Pagoda is a very unusual name for just a very cool looking pagoda, but I call it the Fire Pagoda because I based the build on my fire shrine. So I did a tutorial for this a little while ago. So if you like this build as well, you can find a link to a tutorial for this down in the video description. But I thought it just looked so cool that I wanted to build a great big pagoda just using the same style. And this is what I came up with, and I think it looks super duper awesome. So we've got 5 levels to this pagoda. And it's also got a fairly decent interior, so I haven't decorated it with furniture or anything, but I do think it looks super cool. We've got the little vines coming down. They look like flames licking down from the ceiling. And you can go to every single level, of course. Feel free to furnish this however you like. And you've got access to every balcony, so this will give you some very cool views in your world. And this is how the build looks without shaders. And if you go down to the video description, you can find a link to a materials list that will contain everything you need to build what you can see right here. So that's enough talking. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to begin by building this rectangle. And this is made out of just a mixture of stone brick stairs and stone stairs. And this rectangle of stairs is 25 by 26, and the entrance will be on one of the 25 block long sides. Okay, come along to one of the shorter sides and we're going to put in our entrance. So I want you to count 10 stairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So after those 10, so on the 11th block, we're going to knock that out. And we're going to knock out 5 in total and place 5 blocks of stone. Then we're going to do 1 in front and 1 on top, and we'll do the same on that end. Then come around the back and we'll do a line of 5 stone blocks. Then we're going to come up 1 again and do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll finish with an extra stone block on each side. Now grab stone stairs and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side and the same on that side. And you might want to double check that you've got 10 stairs on that side, so this should be right in the middle of this wall. So now we're going to turn it into a staircase. So grab some andesite stairs, we'll place 2 like that, and 2 up the top, then stone brick stairs, I'm just going to place 3. And then we will fill in the rest with stone stairs. Now grab some torches and come inside, and we're going to count 5 blocks on the diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On block number 6, just place a torch, and this is to stop mobs from spawning. So go ahead and do this in each corner. Okay, grab some stone blocks, come along to your stairs, and you can see just in this little corner right here, we're going to place a stone block, and then we're going to place 8 more against it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you should finish just diagonally from that corner. And we'll do the same on this side. So a stone block there and an extra 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from there, we're just going to turn the corner and keep going until you are once again just diagonally from that corner. So just like that. And all we're doing here is we're just making a rectangle within our rectangle. So once again, turn the corner when you're just diagonally out from there. And when you're done, you should connect just back at the front here. So now what we're going to do is be placing stairs against the side of that line of stone. And we're also placing stairs on top. And these are just going to be a random mixture of stone brick stairs and stone stairs. So just go ahead and build this all the way around. Okay, once you've done that, grab some jungle stairs and we're going to start right up here. We're just going to place them upside down so they connect with that line of stairs below. And we're just going to run these all the way around the building. So you want to turn the corner so they're still touching those stairs just below them. So when you're finished, these should run all the way around, always touching those stairs just below them. So now grab some stone slabs and look toward the front of the build. What we're going to do is just build out 3 slabs from the front. So the front was 3 slabs, but now on every other side, we're only going to be building out 2 slabs. So go ahead and do that all the way around. And now you can grab some spruce logs, and we're going to place one on top of the slab just in each corner, just like this. Then come along to the front of your build, grab some dark oak stairs, and we're going to place 5 upside down. So that's 4, 5, and we'll do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll grab a stripped dark oak wood. That's the one with bark on every side. And then 3 nether brick slabs. So the front looks like that, but the other 3 sides all are the same. So I'll show you how to build one, and you can copy it to the others. So we'll do 1 upside down dark oak stair, then a stripped dark oak wood, then 3 stairs and your dark oak wood. We'll do the same on this side. So 1 upside down, 1 wood, then 3 upside down stairs and a wood. And then you can just connect them with 3 upside down stairs. So build that on the other 2 sides. Okay, once you've built that on the other sides, what we're going to do is texture the visible slabs. And when I say texture, I just mean mix in some stone brick slabs and a few andesite slabs. So just go ahead and do that all the way around. And once you've textured that the way you want it, what we're going to do is come to the inside here, and at the same height as those slabs, we're just going to fill all of this in with stone slabs. No need to texture these, they won't be visible. And just behind these 3 nether brick slabs, we're going to place 3 nether brick, and diagonally out from those, we're going to place 2 polished tuff, and another 2 right there with 2 shroom lights. Now these do not need to be shroom lights, they won't be visible, so you can use sea lanterns or any other light emitting block. Now from our shroom lights, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 stone, then another shroom light, and we'll do the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, and another shroom light. Now what we're going to do is place 4 stone and a shroom light. So 1, 2, 3, 4, shroom light. We'll do it again, another 4 stone, shroom light. So here we don't have enough room to place 4 stone, so we're going to turn the corner, 4 stone and a light, 4 stone and a light. Once again, we need to turn the corner, but we're just doing 4 stone and a light until you make a square. And now we're just going to do squares within squares. So we're going to start with tough bricks, build those all the way around. After that, it's polished tuff. And when that square's done, switch to chiseled tough bricks, make another square, then it's regular tuff, and you can finish with a stone block in the middle. Okay, we're going to build something on every side except the front, so ignore the front of the building and come around to the side with jungle planks just behind the shroom light. We're going to put 2, another 2, and another 2, and we'll do the same from this side. So starting next to the shroom light, we'll place our 6, and then right in the middle, we'll do another 6 jungle planks. So go ahead and do that on each side. And then staying with our jungle planks, you can come around to the front. Just in front of that shroom light, we'll do 2 planks and then an extra 2 each side. And we'll do the same thing over here. So 2 in front of the shroom light and 2 each side. Now all we're going to do is fill up every single gap with stone blocks. And once that's filled in, grab stripped dark oak logs, and each side of our nether bricks, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Then look from this direction. On top of the nether bricks, we're going to place 2 jungle doors, and they will have 2 white concrete behind them, and then 3 netherwort blocks across the top, and 3 mangrove trapdoors. Then look from this side, we're going to place a jungle door on top of the polished tuff, and then grab some jungle trapdoors, and we're going to place 3 right there. Now we'll switch to polished basalt, and just around the edges of this build, on top of every stone block, I want you to place a polished basalt. So don't come in and place one in there. We're just doing it around the edges. So on top of every single stone block around the edge, just go ahead and place a polished basalt until you get all the way back to the front. And now you can just build all of these up until they are 3 blocks tall. Okay, once those are in, come along to one of the corners and we're going to place some calcite on top of the corner polished basalt and just run these along until we reach the next corner. And all we're doing is making a great big square. And once you've made the square all the way around, we're going to do another square, but this time you can place a stone block in the corners, but the rest will be calcite. And once you've got your 2 layers, come to the inside and we're going to place a stone block just diagonally from that one. And we're just going to make a square in here, but this time we are using white concrete. And you can go ahead and place your stone block in each corner. And now we'll do a square of netherwort blocks, but we're not going to do it at the same height as the white concrete. We're doing it 1 block higher, and I also want it to be overhanging the room below. So if you're underneath, you should be able to see every block. So just go ahead and make a square of these. And once you've done that, grab some dark oak slabs, and we're going to make a square inside of this just against the top half of our netherwort blocks. And once you've finished that, I want you to grab some polished basalt and come along to this stone square in the middle of the room. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 polished basalt on that. And then looking from the front of the building, we're going to place 8 ladders against it. So ladders all the way up except for the top block. On the top one, we're just going to place a jungle trapdoor. So now you can grab pink terracotta and we're going to start overhanging the room again, just like we did with the netherwort blocks. And all we're going to do here is fill in the entire space. So you can put in your border and then just fill in everything in between, except you won't be able to do it where the ladder is. Just leave that gap for the ladder. And this ladder will continue, but it's annoying in survival to have to build a huge one. So we're just going to build it bit by bit. So just keep your ladders close by. So now what I build in this corner, I want you to copy to every single corner. So on top of this stone block, we're going to place a temporary block and then 1, 2, 3 stone around it. And you can break the temporary block. And on each end of the stone, we're going to place a netherwort block with a stone block on the end. So go ahead and build that in each corner. And now we're just going to connect these corners, and this is the same on all 4 sides. So you can start with a netherwort block, then a shroom light, and you're just going to go back and forth like this until you finish with a netherwort block. So do that on every side. And once again, come along to a corner, we're going to place a temporary block with a block above, and then you can break that one. And just above this square we built, we're going to build a matching square. So this will be 17 blocks by 17. And once you finish that square, on top of every block we just placed, we're going to place polished basalt, and these will all be facing straight up. All right, once that's done, come along to a corner of the basalt, place a stone block there, and then we're going to do a square of mangrove planks, and we're just placing stone blocks in the corners. And now what I build in this corner, I want you to copy to every single corner. So come to the inside, we'll place a stone block there with another 3 stone blocks around it. Then just next to the mangrove, we're going to do 3 polished basalt on each side. So go ahead and build that in each corner. And then just in between our polished basalt on each side, I want you to place 3 stone blocks like that, and then an extra one out on each side. So do that on all 4 sides. Then grab jungle planks, come along to where your ladder is, and we're just going to surround the ladder with 3 jungle planks. And then at the same height as our polished basalt, we're just going to fill in the entire floor with jungle planks. And what I build in this corner, I want you to copy to the other 3 corners. So we're looking at the 4 stone blocks. On top of the stone closest to the jungle planks, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 stripped mangrove logs with 2 stone blocks on top. Then next to that, we're going to place 3 polished basalt on each side, and then 1, 2, 3 white concrete. So go ahead and build that in each corner. And then I want you to come along to these 3 stone blocks in between our polished basalt. On top of the middle stone, we're going to place 3 white concrete, and that will have 3 polished basalt on each side. So go ahead and build that on all 4 walls. And while we have our stripped mangrove close by, I want you to come back down to the bottom level, and just in the back 2 corners, I want you to come along to this stone block and place 3 stripped mangrove with a stone block on top, and we'll do the exact same thing in the other back corner. Now look over to our front door, and just each side of the white concrete, we're going to do 2 mangrove fences with an end rod in the middle, and we'll do the same thing on this side of the door. Now you can come back up above, and just where we placed these things in each wall, we're going to do 2 mangrove fences with an end rod on top. So go ahead and do that on each side. And now we're going to do what we did earlier. So starting on top of the white concrete, we're going to place calcite all the way around in a big square. And once you've done that, we're going to do a second line of calcite, but this one is going to have stone blocks in the corners. And then you can come to the inside, and just against this top stone block, we're going to place our white concrete, and this will be, of course, another square all the way around. And then, like we did earlier, we're going to overhang our netherwort block and place another square in here. And then, once again, just like we did earlier, once we've completed this square, we're going to grab our dark oak slabs, and just at this height right here, we're going to make another square. And we're going to build a bit more of our ladder. So once again, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the polished basalt. The top one will have our jungle trapdoor, but all the rest will have ladders up to the top. Then grab your pink terracotta. We're going to overhang this room, and we're just going to, fill in this area with our pink terracotta. And once that's done, come along to the stone block in the corner, place a temporary block on top with 3 stone around it, then break that, and on each end we're going to do a netherwort block with a stone block on the ends. So go do that in each corner. And we're going to connect these corners again, but this time it's a little different. We're going to do netherwort block, shroom light, netherwort block, and we'll do the same from this side. So netherwort light and netherwort, and then we'll just put a stone block in the middle. So go ahead and do that on each side. And just like we did before, we'll do a temporary block on the corner with a stone block on top and break that. And now all we're doing is making a stone square. And once you finish that, you can go ahead and place your upright polished basalt on top. And then just on the inside of our square of polished basalt, we're going to do a square of mangrove planks, and they will have stone blocks in the corners. And then in each corner, we're going to place our 4 stone blocks with the 3 polished basalt coming out on each side. And then just in between our polished basalt, we're going to place 2 stone blocks on each wall. And then you can surround your ladder with 3 jungle planks. And then at the height of the polished basalt, we're just going to fill in the floor with jungle planks. Okay, I want you to come along to the stone block in between our basalt. And on top of that stone block, we're going to place 3 polished basalt. And we're going to do this on all 4 sides. And then we're just going to do the corners like we did earlier. So on top of this stone block next to the jungle planks, we'll do 3 stripped mangrove logs with 2 stone blocks on top. Each side of that we'll do 3 polished basalt and then 3 white concrete. So do that in each corner. And then you guessed it, we're going to do a square of calcite. And then, of course, we're going to do another square of calcite on top, but this time placing stone blocks in the corners. And then we will switch to white concrete, come to the stone block right at the top here, and we're going to build a square of our white concrete just next to the top layer of calcite. Then we're going to overhang our netherwort block and build another square just on the inside. And then, of course, just on the inside of this, just like we did on all the other levels, we're going to do a square of dark oak slabs. Now, come back down here, we're going to place in our 9 basalt. So that's, how many was that? I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you can place your 8 ladders all the way up, except for the top block there. We're going to do our jungle trapdoor. And then just overhanging this space again, so 1 block higher than the dark oak slabs, we're going to do our pink terracotta, but also want you to place 1 on top of that dark oak slab just opposite the ladder. Then on top of the stone block in the corner, place your temporary block with the 3 stone around it. And then on the ends, we'll do a netherwort block with a stone block on the end. So build that in each corner. And to connect these corners, we're going to go netherwort block, shroomlight, netherwort, shroomlight, and netherwort. So of course, do that on each side. And then come along to the corner, do a temporary block, block above, break that, and we're going to build our stone square just above the other square. And of course, on top of this square, we're going to place our polished basalt. And then inside of our polished basalt square, we're going to build a square of mangrove planks, just using stone blocks for the corners. And then in each corner, I want you to place 4 stone blocks, but this time I want you to place an extra 2 on each side, just like that. So go ahead, build this in each corner. And right next to our mangrove planks, we're just going to place 3 polished basalt in between our stone blocks. So go ahead and build that on each side. Then grab jungle planks and just around our ladder, we're going to place 3 like that. And then at the same height as our basalt, we're just going to fill in the floor with jungle planks. And what I build in this corner, I want you to copy to the other 3 corners. And we might want to look at it from this direction. So not on top of that stone block in the corner, but on the next one in, we're going to place 3 white concrete with an extra 3 each side. And on the ends of that, we're going to place 3 polished basalt. And then in the middle here, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks. So go ahead and build that in each corner. And I think you know what we're doing here. We'll do a square of calcite, just turning the corners where our white concrete is. And then we'll do a second square on top, just placing stone blocks in the corners. And then starting against this stone block in the corner, we're going to do a square of white concrete just around the inside. And then overhanging the room, we'll do a square of netherwort blocks. Okay, this is going to be a tiny bit different this time. So I want you to come down to this basalt and we're going to place 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can go ahead and place ladders against every single one of those. And then on top of this, we're going to do a jungle plank with our jungle trapdoor against it. Now, instead of dark oak slabs that we usually do on the inside here, we are going to use jungle slabs just at the height of the top of the netherwort block. Then grab your jungle planks and each side of the ladder will do our 3 and then an extra 3 on top. And come along to the stone block in the corner, place your temporary block with the 3 stone around it. Then we'll do our netherwort block on each end with the stone block on the end. So of course, do that in each corner. And then we're just going to connect our corners with 2 netherwort blocks and a shroomlight in the middle. And then this is the same again. Just above the square we just built, we're going to build a square of stone. And that stone will have a square of polished basalt. And then on the inside of that, we're going to place stone blocks in the corners, but fill in the square with mangrove planks. Then in each corner against the mangrove planks, I want you to place 1, 2, 3, 4 stone blocks. And then you can connect these with 3 polished basalt on each side. And then just fill in the rest of the floor with jungle planks. Then come along to the 4 stone blocks and we'll do 3 stripped mangrove logs with 2 stone on top. That will have 3 polished basalt on each side and 3 white concrete. So build that in each corner. And then starting on top of the white concrete, we're just going to do our calcite square, turning the corners when we get to the white concrete. Then we'll do the second square above, just placing stone blocks in each corner. And then you can switch to your white concrete, and we're going to do a square on the inside right here. Then overhanging the room, we're going to do a square of our netherwort blocks, and you can finish with a single dark oak slab in the middle. And then in each corner, I want you to place a temporary block on top of the stone. We're just going to do 3 stone blocks this time, and then we're just going to connect the corners by going netherwort, stone, and netherwort. So do that on each side. Okay, now we're going to put our doorways to each level, and these are only going to be on the front of the building. So we already have a door down the bottom, so you can come up to the next level. And just on top of the jungle planks right behind the basalt, we're going to place 3 of our copper mesh and another 3 right there. And then just in the middle of those, we'll put a single jungle slab. So we'll do the same here. So right behind our polished basalt, we'll do our 3 mesh on each side and our jungle slab. So you can go ahead and do that on each level. So we'll do 2 more here. And then on this level, we'll do a single. And then you can finish with a single one right here. So just be careful, don't place it on top of the basalt. It's going to be on top of the jungle planks. And once you've got your 6 doorways in, we're just going to fill in every other window with our mesh. And this is really easy. So just behind our polished basalt, on top of that first line of jungle planks, we're just going to fill in the entire window with copper mesh. Now that's the same on every level, except for the bottom level. So this is a bit confusing. There's no polished basalt down the bottom. So just imagine that first line of planks is basalt. We're going to place our mesh just on the second one. So this is just for the bottom level. So just make sure it's always 1 block back from these polished basalt pillars. That might be an easier way to think about it, but just go ahead and do that for every single window through the entire build. Okay, once you've got all of those in, what I built here you can copy to every single window. So we're just going to place 2 upside down jungle stairs. We'll do a copper trapdoor in the middle, and then on each side we're going to do 2 copper trapdoors. If you want to save on materials, you could use jungle trapdoors for these if you don't have much copper. But I also want you to do that for the doorways as well. So it doesn't matter if it's a window or a doorway, just go ahead and build the same thing. And when I say to do it for all the doorways, I don't mean this doorway here. You won't be able to anyway. Those trapdoors are in the way. So once that's done, we're going to begin working on the corners. And this will be the exact same for every single corner and for every single level as well. So we're going to start right here on top of this spruce log. We're just going to build it up with spruce until we can't go any taller. Then against the top spruce, we're going to place 2 dark oak stairs. They will have stripped dark oak logs on top with grindstones poking out. We'll do dark oak planks in the middle with 2 dark oak trapdoors. Then hold shift, place a dark oak slab in between them with a stone block on top of the slab. So that's where to place it on the bottom level. For all the other levels, we're just doing it on top of this stone block right in the corner. So the stone block in between our lines of mangrove wood. So there we go. That's as high as we need to go. So it's exactly the same. You just build it up as high as it will go. Do your dark oak stairs, stripped dark oak logs, grindstones, dark oak planks, trapdoors, slab, stone block on top. So do that for every single corner on every single level. Okay, once you've done 5 levels of those, underneath every single one of these, we're going to come under the dark oak planks, place a dark oak fence, then a chain, then hang a lantern. So just go ahead and do that for every one of these. Okay, come down to the bottom level, and we're just building this on the front wall. So what I want you to do is place a mud brick wall next to the spruce, and that will have 4 spruce fences on top. And we'll do the same thing right here. And then grab some jungle fences on top of this dark oak wood. We're going to place 3 right there and another 3 right there. And just on top of the fence, we're going to run a line of dark oak slabs all the way along. Now you can swing around to one of the sides, and what I build on this side will be the same for the other 3 sides. So on top of the stripped dark oak wood, we're just going to place 3 jungle fences. So do that 4 times. And then we're just going to run a line of dark oak slabs across the top of our fences. So do that just for the bottom level on the other sides. And then every other level is basically exactly the same, although the windows are in different places. But this is how you do it. Come along to the polished basalt, and against each one of those we're going to place 3 jungle fences. And then on each end we're going to hold shift, place 3 dark oak trapdoors and flick them up so they're connecting to the fence. And we'll do one on this end as well. So 3 trapdoors, flick them up, and then just across the top we're going to do our line of dark oak slabs all the way along. So the next level up looks pretty much the same. So we've got our 3 jungle fences against the basalt, the trapdoors on each end, and the line of slabs above. This is what the next one looks like. So just 2 lines of fences and trapdoors. And then this one's exactly the same. So just go ahead and build all of those. Okay, now we're going to be building against these lines of stone, shroomlight, and netherwort blocks. So there's 1 on each level. The top one there is just stone and netherwort blocks. But even though these are different lengths, they are all exactly the same. So just next to this stripped dark oak log, we're going to start with an upside down dark oak stair. And we're just going to place 1 every second block, and each of those will have dark oak trapdoors against the ends, and then in between against the netherwort blocks we are going to place grindstones. Now underneath those netherwort blocks we are going to place dark oak fences, so just under the netherwort, and then we're going to do the same pattern. We're going to start with an upside down dark oak stair in the corner, and then the next spot along will be a dark oak slab. So we'll do the same over here. So stair, slab, and then every other spot is a dark oak trapdoor. So go ahead and build that on every single level. So this is how it looks when you're done. So stair, slab, trapdoor like that. And it just follows the same all the way along. So here we've only got room for 1 trapdoor. And on the very last level, you won't have any trapdoors at all. It'll just be stair, slab, slab, then another stair. And of course, build the same thing on every single side. So now we are looking at these stone blocks in the corners. You can see there's 1 on each level. What we're going to do is we're going to build the same thing on the bottom level, the middle level, and the very top level. So what we're going to do is come along to the corner. Just behind that stone block, we're going to do a shroomlight with a stone block each side like that. So build that in all 4 corners here. Then you can skip the next one, come to the middle level. We're going to do that on all 4 corners here. And then for the very top level, we'll do the same thing. And once you've got that in each corner, we're going to build the same thing on every single side. So just on top of these upside down dark oak stairs, we're going to place shroomlights. And then in between those, we're going to place blackstone. They will have an extra blackstone in front. And then we're also going to place a blackstone just above those grindstones. So that is the same for the top level, the middle level, and the bottom level. So we're just skipping those other floors for the moment. So it's shroomlights. They have our blackstone in between with an extra blackstone in front, and then 1 on each side above the grindstone. Okay, I'm going to show you what to build in this corner of the bottom level, and I want you to copy it to the other 3 corners. And I also want you to copy it to the 4 corners of the middle level, but not the top level. Just leave that alone. So we're doing the bottom level and the middle level. So what we're going to do is place a deep slate brick on top of that corner shroomlight with a deep slate brick slab in front, then deep slate tile stairs. We're going to place them against the stone block, and they will have deep slate tile slabs in front. Now back to your deep slate bricks, place them in between the stairs. Then we'll do a deep slate brick slab on the diagonal and another one. Then we're going to switch to blackstone brick slabs. We'll place one there and one right there. Then back to your deep slate brick slabs. We'll do 3 on that side and 3 on that side. So do that for every corner of the middle level and the bottom level. Okay, so you should have 8 corners built. Now we're going to come up to the very top floor and I'll show you how to build these 4 corners. So against the stone block, we're going to do 2 deep slate tile blocks and they will have tile slabs in front. Then in between we'll do a deep slate brick and that will have right way up blackstone brick stairs on each side. Then we'll do a deep slate brick slab in between the stairs with an extra one out on the diagonal. And here we'll go 1, 2, 3 of the brick slabs and another 3 right there. Then come along to your shroom light. We're going to put a deep slate brick on top and another one on top of the stone block. Then we'll do a deep slate brick slab right there and another one in front. So we're coming down on a diagonal. So go ahead and build that in each corner of the top roof. Okay, this time we're going to work on the 2 roofs we've been neglecting. So that is this level here and that other level just over there. So we're going to begin by connecting these stone blocks in the corners. So what we're going to do is hold shift and on top of the dark oak trapdoors, we're going to place a shroom light on top of every one of those. And then to connect them, we're going to do the first 2 with polished blackstone bricks. So we'll do that here, 1, 2, and then all the rest will be regular blackstone. Now, just behind this line, you'll be able to see some grindstones. On top of the grindstones, just place blackstone like that. So go ahead, do that for every side, and don't forget to do it for this level up here. And now we're going to do the corners for this level. So the first thing we're going to do is just overhang a deep slate brick right there. And then on top of the stone block in the corner, we'll do a deep slate brick slab. Now against the stone, we're going to do right way up blackstone brick stairs. And they will have blackstone brick slabs in front. Then we'll go back to deep slate bricks. We'll place one in the corner, then a deep slate brick slab out on the diagonal, and another one just in front of that. Then grab deep slate tile slabs. We're going to place one right there and one right there. Then back to your deep slate brick slabs. We'll do 3 on that side and 3 on that side. So do that for each corner on this level. And we're also going to do the same for these corners up here. All right, we now have all of our corners in. So now all we're going to do is connect them. So this will be the same on every side and the same for every level. So come along to this line of slabs on our corners. We're going to place another deep slate brick slab against the end. Underneath, we'll place another slab and break the top one. So we're coming down on the diagonal. And we're just going to run these along until they connect on the diagonal like that. So just go ahead, build this on every side and on every level. Okay, we're going to take a break from working on those roofs and we're just going to do the very top roof. So you can see this square of stone and netherwort blocks. We're going to build a matching square above that. So in the corner, do a temporary block, stone block above and break that. And we're just going to trace out that square of stone and netherwort. So build that all the way around. And then once that's done, we're going to make a bit of a pyramid. So come in on the diagonal and we're going to do a matching square right here. And of course, once we've done that, we're going to do a third square just inside of it. And whoops, that was too many stone. Once you've done 3 layers of that, we're just going to place a single stone block in the middle of each side. Then come in on the diagonal and we'll do another square right here, just a small one. Then you can put a stone block above that hole with an extra one on top. Okay, now what I build on this side, I want you to copy to the other 3 sides. So starting on top of that black stone, we'll do a stone block, another one behind, and another one behind that. Then on top of this black stone, we'll do stone, then a deep slate tile brick, and a stone behind it, and just on this side, we will do the same thing. So 9 blocks to place. Go ahead and do that on every side. Okay, now we're going to switch to our corners. So follow this line from the corner. When you reach the first stone block, we're going to place a deep slate brick, then another, and a third, and then up the top here we'll do a deep slate brick slab. So go ahead and do that in each corner. Okay, what I build on this side, copy to the other side. So we've got 5 black stone blocks here. On top of the one on the end, do a deep slate tile slab with a deep slate tile block behind it. And we'll do the same thing on this end. Now for these 3, we're going to do 1, 2, 3 deep slate tile stairs on top with another 3 just behind. And just for the middle one, we'll do a third deep slate tile stair. Now grab your deep slate tile blocks. We're going to place them against the front of the black stone, and they will all have deep slate tile slabs in front. Okay, once you've built that on each side, once again, what I built here, copy to every single side. So you can see we've got these 2 stone blocks up the top. In front of those, I want you to place deep slate brick stairs, and on top of them, deep slate brick slabs. Now we've got this stone block in the middle. We'll do a deep slate brick stair on top. Then just behind that, we'll do a deep slate brick. And just behind that, we're going to do a cobbled deep slate, and that will have a deep slate brick stair on top. So build that on all sides. Okay, grab some black stone slabs, and we're going to place 6 of them against the top half of our shroom lights, and that way the light can still shine out through our trapdoors. Now, against the middle 4 slabs, well, not against, but slightly lower, we're going to place 4 more black stone slabs. So we're just coming down the diagonal. For the gaps on the ends, we're going to switch to polished black stone brick slabs, but otherwise we're placing them in the same spot. And then we're going to come down another half a slab, so look from this direction, and all of these will be black stone brick slabs. And then just on top of our 4 remaining shroom lights, go ahead and place black stone blocks. And of course, continue to build this on every side. So you can see we've got these 4 stone blocks here. On the left-hand side, we're going to do a black stone stair, then a black stone block. But on the right-hand side, we're going to do a polished black stone brick stair and a black stone brick, just for a bit of variety. On top of the next stone blocks, we're just going to do 2 black stone bricks. Same thing on the next 2 stone blocks, and then to cover up those stone, we're going to do 2 black stone brick stairs. And to finish our roof, come to the very top, and on that stone, we'll do a deep slate brick, then 1, 2, 3 hoppers, then a polished deep slate wall, another brick fence, and some iron bars. Okay, we have 4 more roofs to do, and we're going to do these 2 at a time because they are a little bit different. So we're going to begin on the bottom roof right here. Just on top of each of these shroom lights, go ahead and place a black stone brick stair. Then come up, we're going to skip the next roof, but on the next one up, we're going to do the same thing. So on top of the shroom lights, place your black stone brick stairs. So these 2 roofs will be exactly the same. So starting on top of this stone block, we're going to put deep slate tile blocks just between each of those stairs and on the end. And in front of these black stone blocks, we're going to continue to place our tile blocks. Now on top of the black stone, we're going to place deep slate tile slabs, and we're going to place deep slate tile slabs just in front right here. So do that on the other 3 sides of that roof, and do the exact same thing on the bottom roof. Okay, now starting on the bottom roof here, just against the shroom light, the top half of the shroom light, we're going to place 3 black stone brick slabs on the end. And starting on this end, we'll go 1, 2, 3 black stone brick slabs. Remembering we're letting the light shine through the trapdoor. And for the middle shroom lights, we're just going to place 4 black stone slabs. Then you can come up to this other roof we're working on. This time we're going to do just 2 black stone brick slabs on each end. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 black stone slabs. Okay, now we're going to switch to the other two roofs. So those are the ones where we can see our shroom lights from up above. So do both of these at the same time. So this time we're going to start with black stone stairs against that stone block on the end. And we're going to place one every second block. And in between those, we are going to place deep slate tiles. Now switch to deep slate tile slabs, and we're going to place them on top of every single shroom light. Then against the side of the shroom light, we're going to do deep slate tile blocks, and each of those will have a deep slate tile slab in front. So go ahead and do it for this level as well. And of course, remember to do it on every single side. So we were doing just two roofs at a time, but now all of this will be exactly the same, and we're just placing the polished blackstone brick slabs. So first thing we're going to do is put our back to the building, and we're going to place the slabs just against that line of slabs down there. So just fill in all of your gaps, and then once you've done that, we're just going to come up half a slab from the one we just placed, and fill in the rest of the gaps, so you can go ahead and do this on all four roofs. Okay, all of our roofs are done now, so now we're going to work on the balconies, and there are 4 balconies to do, and so do this on every single level just against the polished basalt. So against the second last polished basalt, we're going to put an upside down dark oak stair and just place them every second block, and do that all the way around. And once you've done that, we're just going to fill in the gaps with dark oak slabs, so you'll be placing 3 to turn the corner, but then it's just 1 in between our stairs. So just continue to do this all the way around. Okay, once you've done 4 of those, come along to the slab in the corner, place a jungle fence, and we're just going to place 1 every second block all the way around, and do this on all 4 levels. And then in between our fences, just place some temporary blocks, and that will allow you to place your jungle trapdoors on top. So just do this all the way around, and once you've finished, go ahead and remove the temporary blocks. Okay, once you've done your balcony fences, come down the bottom and we're going to do a fence here. And I want you to begin by placing a mud brick wall just in each corner of our upside down jungle stairs. And then we're also going to place 1 there and 1 there. So at the front here, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, and then just place our fences every second block. So you'll have 3 in total there and 3 right here. But when we turn the corner, the first fence needs to be right next to that wall, and that will be the same on this side. But after that, we're just going to leave our 1 block gap between our jungle fences. So you can turn the corner, leave a 1 block gap, and just place these all the way around. And then you can go ahead, place in all your temporary blocks, and at the front it'll look like this. We're just going to start and finish on top of our walls and remove the blocks like that, and then you can turn the corner and continue to place them all the way around. Okay, now we're going to work on the interior. So I want you to come inside the first level, and just next to the door on top of those shroom lights, place grey carpet. And we're just going to place them all the way around here, just following the stone and covering up all of our shroom lights. So we're just doing a big lap of this bottom floor until we finish right there. So now what I want you to do is everywhere where you can see some polished basalt, I want you to place 1, 2, 3 stripped mangrove logs just lying on their side with a chiseled black stone on top. So we're just placing them against the basalt. So at the front door here, you can see there's basalt, so do them like that. And on this side as well. And there are a few more over there. And I want you to do this on every single level. So if you come up here, you can see basalt. So that means place your mangrove in with your chiseled black stone on top, and just keep going up and doing this on each level. Okay, what I build on this level, I want you to copy to every other level. So above each window, I want you to place a frog light right in the middle of the window with a mangrove trapdoor on the front of it. So if you play in shaders, this will look really pretty because light will be shining out of each window. So just go ahead and do that all the way around. And where we have one of these window doorways, just place it above the slab. And once that's done, we're just going to run a line of blackstone bricks all the way around, just filling in these gaps. So it should be a continuous line of blackstone. There we go, running all the way around. So it's pretty straightforward, but I think the only problem you might have is on this bottom level because the front windows are slightly confusing. The frog light will go just above that middle line of grates, but you can't really see the other one because of the way the corner is, but that's how to do it on the bottom level. So now what we're going to do, once again, on every single level, is we want to put a line of polished blackstone buttons just against each bit of blackstone. You can see in the corners here, you won't need the second one, but just run around covering all the blackstone with buttons. And this will mean that when we plant our vines above, they are not going to grow any further because the button there will stop it. Here, the trapdoor will stop it. But you can just run these all the way around. Just make sure they have something underneath so they can't grow. And of course, do this on every single level. And believe it or not, guys, we are done. That is your fire pagoda 100% complete. So feel free to go ahead and decorate it however you want. You can scatter plants all around your balconies if you want to. I think that'd look pretty. And yeah, put in any furnishings that you would like as well. So leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.